Hello, everyone. Uh, please pardon my tardiness in getting my recording in. I actually recorded it, and well, I thought I was recording it, and I wasn't recording a thing. I'm not the most tech savvy. Uh, anyway, the title of my research project was The Most Successful PLCs and What They Do. And I was able to kind of locate some research on best practices. Uh, and the best practices, you would think that there would be a lot of them, but they kind of narrowed it. I kind of narrowed it down to like three really good best practices. Those best practices were a culture that supports collaboration, the ability to take an objective or macro view of school efforts, and shared beliefs and behaviors. The first one, a collaboration friendly environment, talks about how school leaders have to be aware that collaboration is not a condition that can be forced on a group of people and expect instant success. This is not how collaboration works at all. People have their own idiosyncrasies. They have their own ideas of how things work. Some folks like to share, some folks don't. School leaders have to involve themselves in this process and helping all participants in the group to feel included, to feel to be committed in the work process. So the leaders are going to have to get involved. You can't just kind of throw everybody in there and say, "Hey, this is what we're doing, and I'm gonna need for you all to work together." That's not how this works. Uh, the leaders are going to have to present a clear, specific, and uh, compelling vision, uh, coupling tasks and roles uh, with group members who are able to fit and have a passion for taking on those roles, uh, extending leadership roles and simplifying the coordination process. The education process has a critical role to play as well in this particular instance. The process of collaboration to be effective, the education piece of it has to stop presenting instructors with standards and acting as though this is adequate to ensure that all students are going to receive the same education, because I can assure you they won't. Uh, School districts have to make clear that the intended curriculum uh, has to coincide with what instructors are actually teaching inside of classrooms. And educators are going to have to eliminate these these barriers that we hold up, these walls that we put up, and whether they are imagined or real, and using those as reasons why we don't like to collaborate, or why some folks don't like to share. So the second piece to the best practices, it talks about an objective view of school efforts. Using outside facilitators, which I found pretty interesting, but it's, according to the research, it says it can help in the process of incorporating a PLC approach. Outside facilitators oftentimes they have a completely objective viewpoint because they don't really know anybody, and because they typically don't have a biased opinion regarding the circumstances within the school in which they happen to be residing at. Facilitators start with getting to know leadership, faculty and staff, and their unique methods of operation as they pertain to the school improvement objectives. Facilitators particularly excel in areas where they are able to bring together segments or portions uh, that need alignment. Uh, Facilitators can really assist in their ability to see the big picture, what we call the long view of an issue or situation involving the faculty. Being able to see everything from an objective viewpoint allows these facilitators to kind of pinpoint leadership qualities of school leaders and how extensive that leadership uh, spreads throughout the school, and thus follow allowing the facilitators to expedite the process of supporting school faculty, staff, and helping them meet their agreed upon goals. The last uh, best practice piece, it talks about shared beliefs and behaviors. Most common core beliefs of effective PLC, one of the most common beliefs in effective PLC is that all students can learn. Uh, those schools that embrace this belief encourage teachers to be creative in promoting student learning. Uh, in successful PLC, instructors have high expectations of themselves and all students within those schools. And they create a set of priorities that not only benefit the whole school, but also the teachers and their personal and professional ambitions. Uh, what I learned was that throughout the 3 weeks of this course, effective PLCs deal with the critical skills of trust, collaboration, and communication, and without which I just believe the PLC approach kind of falls apart, because there has to be a level of trust between those folks that are involved, and that commitment has to come into play. That you got to be committed to whatever to the principles of what you all agree on, and the common beliefs and behaviors of successful PLCs include failure, mistakes, and uncertainty in work. Or you openly share those with the people in the group. Colleagues agree on broad educational values, including disagreements that foster new dialogue. Teachers receive respecting consideration as people, and administrators support distributed leadership, where teachers develop a confidence uh, to select and adapt strategies that drive improvement. Additional beliefs and practices include a relentless commitment to improvement. It's ongoing. It's like continuous improvement. A view of improvement as a team effort for which everyone is responsible. Acknowledging that teacher behavior is key to enhancing student learning. A belief that knowledge is constructed from day-to-day experiences, along with the ability to share those experiences, and a value is placed on ongoing learning, as we discussed earlier. I found this course remarkably informative. We practice uh, professional learning communities at Liberty, but I've never, until reading and being a part of this class, I have a completely new perspective on PLC, and how much more it is than just, this is just a PLC group. That is so much more than that, and I look forward to getting back to school and really focusing on taking a deeper look at and a deeper commitment to what we're doing within that group. Uh, I look forward to reading each of you all's watching each of you all's research videos. That's all I have. Thank you.